Hey, welcome back to the Corbellic Studios. I'm Corbellic. Today we're going to be discussing starting your auctions off at 99 cents versus starting it off at a price point that you think that it should sell for, like $20 or $50. We're going to break down the psychology and why this is going to be best for you when selling art on eBay. All right. Right here we have starting it off at 99 cents versus your mindset of where you think that it should start off at, because you don't want to sell for a bottom amount. You don't want it to go for a bottom dollar. You're doing damage to yourself. And believe me, I've tried both of these. I've done both of these. And I've gone back and forth sometimes in my earlier career just to try to see which one that I'm going to be making the most profit off of, so that way I don't lose. But guess what? On this one, you lose tenfold. You're not going to think so, but you're going to lose tenfold on this. Not only are you going to lose money, you're going to lose so much time, but also you're going to lose the psychological effect of you creating and producing the best type of art that you can, and also just letting go. Trust me on this. I'm giving elite game right now about how you should be setting up your auctions. Now, when you're going to be doing eBay and you're going to be doing the auctions, you need to start them off at 99 cents. A lot of times people ask me why. Why do I start it off at 99 cents? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to start it off that low. You know why you don't want to start it off that low? Because your ego is involved, and also someone convinced you that you need to be spending 20 hours on one painting, and that you need to spend all of this time of doing a line and making the face so pretty, and you don't want to equate that you're giving away your time for 99 cents. When I'm talking about, when you see my art videos and you see me go through painting so quick, and you see me go through the process, and you see that I also built up a routine for myself with a schedule. I didn't come up with this schedule, and I didn't come up with this art style because it's my art style. I had to evolve into this, or I was going to lose my business, or I wasn't going to be able to make the money. You're in a better situation because you're probably already have a full-time job, or you have a pension, or you have some type of other income coming in. I had no other income, so I had to evolve and learn the business side. I had to take courses, of business courses, spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn what I'm about to teach you right now. The psychology of 99 cents, what it creates is urgency, because people, when they see that, they want in on the casino. I call it the casino, but also I call it a party every night, because it is a party every night when you have that auction that's ending. Everybody wants to show up. Everybody wants in on the casino. Now, if you know anything about the casino, what happens? The house always wins, because they know the psychology of the buyer. They want it because there's urgency behind it. 99 cents, that's a deal. Now, when you start off on your snowball effect, the 99 cents is the pebble. You're going to have to build that snowball up, and then it turns into bigger and bigger sales as long as you're consistent. But when you're starting off, I don't want you to get discouraged, because some of your items, they might sell for 99 cents and you're going to feel like crap, because you're equating your time and your mental struggle of you holding on to these canvases for what you're doing. But you're also going to be making profit points as long as you're sticking to the program on the combined shipping and you have the volume. If you're not sticking to the program of what I'm showing you, where you're just letting go and creating, it doesn't matter, it's inside of you, then imagine if you only have 5 or 3 paintings. If you have something like that and they don't sell at the profit point that you want, you're going to be discouraged, because you're feeling like you're giving art away, but you're not giving the customer and you're not giving the algorithm a chance to buy multiple items for you, so that your one order can be a big ticket. It also drives up competition. When people see 99 cents, all right, I'm going to do that they're going to bid on that dollar, $2, then another person's like, no, I'm going to bid on that. Then I'm going to bid on higher. You're breeding up competition. It's the casino. So someone else doesn't want another person to win. The cool thing also about competition is, once you're consistent and you're building up that snowball effect, that what we talk about, where it's basically week 2, week 3, week 4, and you're consistent, you got a schedule in place. You wrote it down what your schedule is. You're just doing the same thing. The cool thing about the competition, when it builds up, there's people who's been waiting days for that one piece that you have, and they don't want to have the next person get it. So even if there's an art style that you don't like, there might be a painting that you don't like. And I understand the feeling. I know all about it. Especially there's certain people in the eBay art community, right? Where you may not like a certain painting that you created. Those paintings are the ones that sell the most. So don't think about what you like. Get outside your ego, get outside your head. It's not about what you like, it's about what the market is going to dictate what they like. But also, even if they might not like it that much, or you might not like it, what's going to happen, just because they're already invested at this point into your store, into your party every night, they're going to buy it at a higher price, because humans psychologically are competitive and they don't want another person to get that win. So they're going to bid higher because they don't want to feel like they lost out on the bid. They're already invested in you. So that's why starting off at 99 cents is also better. But also FOMO. FOMO, for anybody who doesn't know what that means, it means fear of missing out. People don't want to feel like they're missing out on the party, on the casino. So you're letting people decide where to go off of this. Build it up. That's why it's also just a psychological effect where when you build it up this way, you're going to end up having it where it ends at $15 or $40 or even $100 once you build up your snowball effect and you have your customers that get familiar with you because you have the algorithm. It's not even about, see, the old way of how they teach art is people have to like you and they have to like your style and how long you've been doing it and your email list and you're a gallery artist and you've gone through all the steps and then hopefully you get some big whale that's going to come by from Dubai and he's going to buy your stuff. No. With this, it doesn't matter about talent. It matters about consistency. It's an algorithm, and the eBay is going to reward you for being consistent. It doesn't matter about your art. So get out of your head, get out of your ego. Do you want to make pretty art that your family's going to like and that Facebook is going to like and people who you didn't even go to high school with for decades or people that don't even really like you? Do you want to make pretty art for them or do you want to make money? It's up to you. I can't decide that for you. I'm just here to show you how to make money for yourself in doing art, okay? Now, it could end at this, but also you're going to be making that cushion because you're doing combined shipping. Combined shipping is what's going to drive this engine. Sale conversion. The sales, why this is important for conversion? Conversion is what feeds your account. I'm giving you a diamond right now if you made it this far in the video. The diamond is this information. What drives eBay to give you sales, and not only sales with auctions where this is going to be built up, but if you want to sell art that's on your buy it now store, that's the higher price stuff that's between $200 and $500, you need to have a great sales conversion. A way for you to have a great sales conversion is in order for you to be pumping out art and it's selling. With this, the reason that I put sales here is because you're guaranteed at 98 to 100%, at least all your work is going to sell. And that's got to feel good. That's why it's going to feel good to you. I want you to get in the mindset when you're creating these art pieces that at least that what you're creating, it's all going to sell. So don't get so wrapped up into perfection. Instead of thinking to yourself, you're putting it up for 99 cents. So somebody's going to want it because it's 99 cents. Somebody's going to want it. And then they're going to bid it up. And another person's going to want it too. Even if they don't want it, they're going to want it because it's 99 cents. So at least it sells. But what you're going to be doing to your account, you're giving your account growth inside because it's going to have a sales conversion rate. The sales conversion rate is going to lead to other sales. People always ask in eBay how to get sales. The trick is sales conversion rate. But also what you're going to do on here is you're actually building up a market. The market is going to decide what your price point is. The market is going to decide what your art is. It's not up to you to decide because you think it's pretty and it needs to be $50, $20, $100. That's you trying to decide what the market is off of your ego. Get your ego out of it. If you want to make the money, stop trying to decide for the market because you can't force the market to like your hot dog pancake flipping business. That's why I always make fun of like the other coach businesses where they say, oh, hire me and I'm going to run ads to your hot dog pancake flipping business, which is a fake business. I'm just saying, no matter what it is, if the market doesn't like it, you can't force them, even if you spend $1 billion into the ads, because they don't like the product, or they might not like the business of what it is. But this, in comparison, the market is already hot on eBay. They have 185 million people with credit cards. They already spent $2.7 billion on marketing just last year. So here, you're letting the market decide. But what you need about that research about the market to decide off of the 99 cents is that your psychology is going to be better of knowing what art works for you, because you're now cultivating your market. A lot of times people ask me, hey, Corbellic, what is this theme style, or what do you pick from there? What do you suggest that I should paint? Do you think I should do this? Do you think I should do that? Now, everything inside of the eBay art community, if you're not already plugged in, click the link below, so that way you can get inside, you can get all the templates, you can have all of the formats of things that work for me in my market over the years, and also with research of what I study. But what's going to happen is I want you to feel comfortable creating as much art as possible, starting it off at 99 cents. So that way you're basically putting out, bait, because you're going fishing, and that way you can cultivate your market. You're not going to be able to cultivate your market unless you put the bait out there of what works for you, because what works for me, it might not work for you, and what works for you, it wouldn't work for me. That's why this is not an art school. This is more of a business school, where we're talking about business and selling, because we're all great artists. We're all great artists. You're a better artist than I am. I'm a better artist than you are. What you can do, I can't do. And what I can do, you can't do, because it's inside of us already. The beauty is already there. It's just about you using the projector. You already have the proportions. You don't have to do the guesswork. It's kind of like you have it holding your hand. Whatever you want to do in your themes, go off of that. And then you're going to find your market. That's the important part about 99 cents. You'll never be able to find your market if you don't do this. And that's the gold. Now, the market decides. That's what I was saying. Now, when the market decides, the psychology, your psychology is going to open up for you to let go. That's why I was talking about why I'm able to paint as fast as I am. And I'm able to get on to the next piece, because I know in my mind, I say to myself, someone's going to buy it. Someone's going to buy it. At least I'm making money off of it. If I create within my 90 minutes that I do, if I create between 7 or 8 canvases at that time, and I'm just going through the process, then it doesn't matter to me, because I know someone's going to buy it. But not only is someone going to buy it, that at least I'm going to make sure that I'm getting money off of the combined shipping, and I have the snowball effect going. So I have more of a crutch. The artwork doesn't have to be so, the more that you do this is what I'm saying, the more that you don't have to be so perfect about everything. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days, but they're all going to be good days because you showed up, and the snowball effect is getting bigger and bigger. And the cool thing also with 99 cents, when you start off like this, you're not going to know which ones are successful until you're done with your 10-day duration. The auction is over with on the week 2. And then all pieces that you thought were ugly and that you didn't like and that you felt uncomfortable with, that it was like you have to outgrow your mind and yourself, those are going to be the pieces that you're going to see sells the most. And it's going to put a battery in your backpack to keep going. Now, let's go over to the side where we're talking about if you want to start it off because you feel like your artwork is $20, $50. If you start off at that, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get no views, because eBay's not going to promote you. eBay's not going to push your listing out there. It's not even going to be on the front page. It's not going to be on any page. It's going to be where people don't have that feeling of the casino. Why should they start off where they're like, oh, it's already at $20, $50? That sucks. I don't have that casino feeling. I only want to go to the casino if I can win. If it's 99 cents, I have a chance of winning. I don't want to do this. There's no winning in it. And then also there's no competition. Now, what's going to happen is only if you snowball effect your way into it. And let's say you put this up. Now, you might have a buyer that you already cultivated because you cultivated your market. If you have a market, and let's say they like that one piece you do because it's special to them about something, you might have one person that's going to bid. So you know what's going to happen And this is like 40%, less than 50%. What's going to happen is they're just going to buy it at whatever price point that you locked it off at, which is $20. So then you know what else happens? You don't even get a combined shipping because they only bought that one painting. So here they bought that one painting, and you have to spend this time to ship out one painting. There's no combined shipping, so you don't get no extra money padding. And then you don't even sell the other pieces. So you know what else happens? You don't have a conversion rate because you're only selling one painting. And the rest of the paintings, guess what? They don't sell. They don't sell, and they're on unsold now. So now what you have to do with the unsold, you have to put them on a sell similar and put it into your buy it now store for the higher ticket price. But here's the problem. You're not going to be able to move that product now because you don't have a high sales conversion. The only way that you can really sell the product that you have a buy it now ticket for really is if you have a high sales conversion. But the high sales conversion only works from here, from the auction. I'm making this video for people who don't understand about when they say, oh, I see auctions that sell for a low amount. They don't understand the data that's driven behind the algorithm. You need that in order to sell the higher ticket item. And they don't see that because that doesn't show up. So it goes hand in hand. There's no casino. There's no fear of missing out. They're not going to want to do it. It's a very low percentage. Now, when I say you lock yourself off at $20, that's it. The worst part about this for me is that your psychology, you don't know what's popular because here you tried to force what you think is popular, what you like. You didn't put different type of themes and different type of art out there that you can try to cultivate a new market. You could cultivate new clients. You locked yourself off to that one special person, and the rest of your art didn't sell and nobody's looking at it because you didn't cultivate it. Now, here's the kicker. This is how it works. If you would have started these off at 99 cents, then most of your stuff, you'll see if you did the snowball effect, you'll be making more than $20 to $50. I know this personally. I've done this with my artwork where I wanted to protect myself and I wanted to have it at a dollar amount, right? Because I'm like, I worked for it. I snowballed it at this point. I got the proof. I got the account history where they should be buying from me at least at this minimum. And when I put it there, either 50% of it sold, and then the other 50% that did sell, it's only at $20. And then what also happens is that there's no market on there. It messes up the psychology where I don't know what's popular. I don't know what really works for me. I'm not giving it a chance. So don't do this to yourself, because then what's going to happen is you care too much about the art. Your ego is involved. Now, if your ego is involved in it, what's going to happen when you're creating the art, and trust me, I know this because I've done it. What's going to happen when your ego is involved, you create better loose art when you feel like there's a market where it's infinite. I'm trying to figure out how to say it in words. See, I never go off of scripts or anything like that. You're going to feel better in your mind when you're creating artwork where you know that it's up to the market to decide, and you're going to be faster and you're going to be looser with it because you know that it's starting off at 99 cents. Compared to if you were starting these things off at $20, $50, you're going to care too much about the process, because then you're going to say to yourself psychologically, you're going to be like, well, I have to create this that looks good because it's going to go for $20, $50. So now you're stuck doing gallery stuff again. I was about to cuss. Yeah, you're stuck doing gallery stuff again, where you're caring about the art, and then you're not going to be really creating. You're not going to really be being free, and you're not going to figure out what your market is. So this is just a quick breakdown about why you need to be starting your auctions off at 99 cents versus a static price of something of what you think it is. So that's just one of the little things right there. These are certain gems that I talk about in the elite program as well that people don't even understand. And there's so much information that you can also get yourself. There's no guessing game. There's none of that stuff. Everything is broken down for you in the elite program. But you could just click the link below to join the free eBay art community, and you could just see everything for yourself. I have a program in there just so you can get started on your first $500 sales. But if you want to know more information, how to really snowball it up, then join the eBay Art Elite. And yeah, I'll see you in there. Thanks.